I talk to so many people who are burnt out or crashing out because they didn't catch that burnout. Sometimes life can be a lot sometimes. Life can get crazy. Ask me how I know. But sometimes, and I'm going to tell you something, if you throw anything at me, I'm going to throw it right back. I promise you. But sometimes it's self-imposed. We do it to ourselves. One way we do it to ourselves is either we say yes too much or no, not enough. Microphone check 1, 2. What you gonna do after 3? It's your girl, Sheena Speaks, your friend, your coach, your wing girl. Welcome to the After 3 podcast where we drop 3 and you make moves. Today we are talking about my favorite B word. Boundaries. We're talking about the power of a real no. The kind of no that not only protects your peace, it protects your time, it protects your purpose, it protects your paycheck, it protects anything that you needed to protect. So let's get into it. All right, so before I give you the 3 ways to say no, let's talk about 3 hard truths. You got to face the truth before you can move. The first truth is we think that saying yes makes us valuable or it helps us to feel needed. And we think that if we're not valuable to other people, then we're not enough. And the list can go on and on. But saying yes doesn't make us valuable. It actually makes us vulnerable. And I want you to sit on that for a second. How does saying yes cause you to be vulnerable? The second hard truth I want to give to you is we confuse flexibility with access. Everybody and everything doesn't deserve a yes, I can do that. Yes, I will do that. Yes, sign me up. Everybody doesn't get that. The third truth, we forget that when we say no, it's a full sentence. Punctuation is protection. Remember that. But let me pause for a second. Tell me if any of these sound like you. I say yes, even when I want to say no. I avoid saying no just to keep the peace because I know if I say no, it's going to be a whole dramatized situation and I don't feel like going through all of that. I say no, but then I feel guilty when I say no. Or I say no, and then I feel guilty when I say no and end up saying yes. I say no, but I do over-explain it. I always want to give the reasons why I'm saying no because I feel bad that I'm saying no. There are times that after I said yes, I sit and replay when I should have said no or how I should have said no instead of saying yes. So if either one of these hit you or even hit you just a little bit, this episode is for you. You're welcome. All right, let me give you 3 ways to say no. These are your moves. I'm going to give you 3 moves. Remember, I drop 3 and you make moves. The first way to say no, I'm going to let you guess what it is. No. And not just any no, a no with a period. No fluff, no essay, no guilt, no paragraph, no explanation. The only caveat I'll say here is think about the relationship and if the relationship matters to you or not. That one, I'll give you a pass. If the relationship matters to you, go ahead and give them the short version of your why, but do it in as few words as possible because the more you talk and the more you explain, the more they're going to see a hole or a crack to get you to say yes. But there are times when a no is a no and there's nothing else to it. Second way to say no. I call this one the no with training wheels. This is especially for people who say yes too fast or yes too much and the people that feel bad about saying no. This is a way for you to slow down that yes. This one is the pause no. And it sounds a little something like this. Let me think about it and get back to you. That pause is power because it gives you some space to really think. Can I do that? Should I do that? Do I even want to do that? It gives you some space to really consider your capacity, your time, your priorities, and your desire. And I have to say to you, there are times when I wanted to do something, but I really shouldn't do that thing. So sometimes you have to even tell yourself no. Now, the only caveat to this no is now you got to have another conversation. You got to go back to the person and either say yes or say no. If you say no, go back to the first no and follow those steps. If you say yes, I want you to own it, do it, and don't resent it because you have an opportunity to say no. And this is the part where I say, let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. Third way to say no. This is for the people who they're comfortable with saying no, or they're still learning how to say no. It still gives you the ability to say no, but it's also a way for you to help the person. So I call this the supportive no, for the people that don't just want to cut people off. So the supportive no sounds like this. I can't do that, but here's another option. I can't do that. You might want to check with Danisa. I can't do that, but let me show you this website that will probably help you. And then release the guilt, release the drama, release the need to explain. Your no does not need a paragraph. It needs a period. It just needs to land so you can get up out of there. So let's recap that real quick. 3 ways to say no. The first one, no, period. The second no, let me think about it and get back to you. And then you get back to them and let your yay be yay and let your nay be nay. And then the third no, I can't do that, but here's another option. Or I can't go. Let me know when you're doing it again. All right, that's it. 3 ways to say no. If it hit, let it sit. I got something for you. The Real No Toolkit will drop this month. So check us out on all of a sudden, I'm talking and just a bunch of saliva showed up. I'm sorry. But anyway, the Real No Toolkit drops this month. It even has a quick self-assessment to help you find out what kind of yes person you are. So visit us at trifecta3.com. In addition to that, I have so many tools that might be helpful to you, especially in the workplace, or if you need something to self-coach yourself. It's always good to have a coach, but sometimes you need how to coach yourself, and I got tools for that. So check us out on trifectastrategies.gumroad.com or go to Trifecta Tools on Etsy. Find your tool, download it, use it, start saying no so you can start saying yes to yourself. It's your girl Sheena Speaks, and this is the self-leadership conversation that needed to happen, brought to you by Trifecta Strategies. Follow us on Instagram at Trifecta Strategies, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Don't just talk about it, be about it, and I'll see you next time.